Good afternoon. We started a new unit today, our last unit actually, for 5th grade math this year. And this is something that's a little bit difficult that the students had a hard time grasping earlier. It's metric conversions, and this is the homework sheet that we've got for tonight. So your child should have this paper. And on there, we've given an example of how to solve the first one. But in order to solve this and have all of their things, they have to use the conversion chart that we taped into their notebooks today. So this will give them all of the different conversions that they need in order to set up their proportions. And they also have this bat and ball metric conversions notes, and it tells them exactly how we did everything. And following along with the notes can be kind of confusing if you haven't done it before, but the kids had a whole day of practice today, so I'm going to give a couple of examples on the homework for tonight. That way you guys know as parents if they ask you for help on it. So the very first one that we have is this: each Thanksgiving in Barry's hometown, there is a 5-mile road race. How many feet are there in 5 miles? So according to your bat and ball practice notes, you have to put what you know, in which in our word problem we know that there is 5 miles, and what you're trying to turn it into underneath it. So 5 miles, and we're trying to turn it into feet. So once we get that half of our proportion set up, we have to go to our conversion chart and figure out how many feet there are in 1 mile. And so I always tell the kids you have to keep miles with miles and feet with feet. So then once they get this proportion drawn, and honestly this is the hardest part of it, is making sure they have their stuff in the correct place, they'll draw a bat, which is the 2 sides that they have numbers on, and they will multiply what is inside the bat. Then this is their ball, and they'll divide by what's in the ball. So on this problem we have 5,280 times 5. So 5 times 0 is 0, 40, 10, 14, and then 25, 26. So we have 26,400, and then if they divided that by 1, of course it wouldn't change, so it would just be 26,400. So D is their answer for number 1. So now moving on to another one where that isn't already set up for them. The first thing that I tell them to do is go ahead and draw their lines and take what they know. Sorry about that. I've got my daughter in the room with me here. So Leroy's favorite basketball player is 6 feet and 8 inches tall. How tall is Leroy's favorite basketball player in inches? So what we're trying to do here is convert this 6 feet 8 inches to just inches. So since this 8 inches is already in inches, we don't have to change that at all. So I'm going to take the 6 feet and put what I know up top, and then what I'm trying to change it into on the bottom, and what we're trying to change it into is inches. So I'm going to put question mark, inches, and then on the other side of their proportion, they're going to keep feet with feet and inches with inches. Okay, and this is the part where sometimes they get confused that they need to go back to their chart and find what exactly would go on the other side. And if we go, we know that this is length, so I know here 1 foot equals 12 inches. So when I go back to my notes, I'm going to put 1 foot is 12 inches. Okay, so then after we do that, they draw their bat and ball. So we would have 12 times 6. So then we have 72, and then we'll divide by the ball, which again is 1. So I'd be left with 72, and a lot of times they'll forget about this 8 inches that's up here, because 72 is not an answer choice, and they'll think that they've got it wrong. So they'll have to make sure that they add back that 8 inches. So they have 72 inches plus 8 more would be 80 inches total. So C is their answer for that one. I hope this helps a little bit. If they come to you and ask you for any kind of questions at all, please feel free to message me, Ms. Ralston, or any of the other teachers for help on this, and I would be more than happy to help you out with how to fully understand it or send you pictures of any kind of notes. I hope you guys have a great day. Bye.